An area church destroyed in the Columbus February tornado is finally rebuilding. Our Quentin Smith, he speaks with the pastor of the First Pentecostal Church. He now joins us live in Columbus. Quentin, how are things going with their process?
Well, Scott, as you can imagine, these are still difficult and trying times for members here at First Pentecostal Church. The church hired contractors to come in and remove all of the debris that was left behind. Right now, they're mapping out the design and look of how the new church is going to be once it's rebuilt. Church pastor Steve Blaylock tells me the storm may have destroyed their building, but it never destroyed their faith.
Very traumatic. It seems like everything is moving slow.
It may be a slow progress, but change is on the way at First Pentecostal Church in Columbus.
The storm blew our building away, but it didn't blow the church away. The church is still strong.
This was the damage an EF3 tornado caused to the church. Debris was left scattered everywhere. However, this is how the property looks now as workers try to clean up all of the damage that was left behind.
What you see now is that the slab is totally cleaned off. The site work is being done, getting ready for plans to start laying the foundational work to rebuild.
Steve Blaylock has been the pastor at the church for more than 20 years, and he admits it hasn't been easy starting over.
The toughest part about all of this so far is, keeping our people together. We're having services at 2 different locations, and then trying to put the memory of what we had in a place, in a perspective, and then projecting for something new in the future.
The pastor says they explored whether to move somewhere else or buy a vacant building, but in the end, he says none of those options felt right, so they decided to stay and rebuild. However, there was only one problem. Before they could start rebuilding, the church was told they'd have to raise the elevation of its current foundation since the building currently sits in a flood zone area.
This present slab is 1 foot and 8 inches below the BFE, the basic flood elevation. So we want to utilize as much of this as we can, but our plan is to go out across here into the parking lot, build that up, and to build a new sanctuary, a new church, Sunday school rooms, something that the community can be proud of, something that our church family will be very proud of, and then utilize this as much as possible.
Now, speaking of keeping the faith, if everything comes to fruition, Pastor Blaylock says they're going to have Easter service on the dry slab here outside the church. At this time, Blaylock could not give a timetable on when construction will begin on the new church. We're live in Columbus tonight. Quentin Smith, WCBI News.